Pressure washing is dead. Crazy enough, that is often the type of talk you'll hear from people with weak mindsets, quitter mindsets. They'll say things like pressure washing is dead, or this industry is oversaturated, or whatever industry they're in. These type of people are in every industry, always complaining, always worried about, saturation, competition, and always worried about the next guy. And the truth is, I'm gonna tell you guys about business, is while competitors obviously can play a part in affecting your business, your biggest competition at any given point in time is you. It's literally about you. How much better are you getting? How much more knowledgeable are you getting? What type of customer service are you providing for your customers? Always looking over your shoulder and worrying about the next guy and what he's doing, and it is pointless. It is a time waster. I'm in different Facebook groups, and all the time I see guys complaining about the $99 guy and this and that, while also saying that, you can't complain about the $99 guy and also see him as your competition and say things like, oh man, well, we're in two different markets, but stop charging $99. Like, guys, it's just so many complainers, and I just want to point out, I just want to bring up this video because I hear people say things like, oh, pressure washing is dead, or, it's oversaturated, and this couldn't be farther from the truth. The reality is, guys, there's plenty of opportunity, and this pie is big enough for us to all get a slice. Now, for you guys who truly think that the market is saturated, or you're kind of like, right now, you're not sure if you want to get started in pressure washing or not, you're thinking to yourself, okay, is it a business I should try out? Here's my advice to you. Learn to start specializing. Learn to separate yourself. Everyone wants to get started, right? Go to Lowe's and Home Depot and buy pressure washing, boom, be in business. But typically these guys are going after the low-hanging fruit, right? Like house washes, because it's pretty much, or driveways. This is what everyone's going for. But what I've noticed in this industry, a lot of guys don't want to mess with wood. And there is plenty of opportunity. That's one example. Wood restoration, big business. Like, I'll show you guys a little clip right here. But like, wood restoration is good money. Maybe you consider specializing. I think for the person who actually does this can make a lot of money. Start a pressure washing business, but make your specialization, name your business like Wood Restoration Pros, and literally just go after wood jobs. Now, what is this gonna do for your business? One, when people, if you got the right SEO and stuff going on with Google and whatnot, and running Facebook ads, when people think about getting their deck clean, you're gonna be probably one of the first options to pop up because you're specializing. Wood Restoration Pro. What do you guys do? You make, old decks look new again. Save money save money and time without having to replace your deck. We'll get it looking new for you. And so something like wood restoration, where you learn the proper process to wash decks, and then you also offer staining. Or you can do either or. You can offer staining as a standalone service, or wood restoration as in the process of making it look new again without the staining part as a standalone business, and partner with someone maybe, or partner with a guy who does staining. You guys bounce off referrals. But there's a lot of money to be made in something like specializing in wood. And what you're going to do is with this also is, if you run just a wood restoration business, you're probably going to have a pretty high ticket average. You're probably not going to do as much volume depending on your market, right? But what you're going to have is you're going to have a higher average ticket, because your average job is going to be worth more than the average guy who's just doing pressure washing, right? Because when you think about wood restoration, even with a small deck, you're probably going to start off at a price range of $300 just to wash a deck on up, and I'm talking about a small deck. Then when you get into staining the deck, I did a small deck full wood restoration. We washed it and stained it. The very first deck I ever did, which is on this channel, actually the clip I just showed you, that job was worth $850. Now, obviously not 100% profit because we include the cost of the stain, but overall still very good margins for a job that didn't take that long, wasn't that complicated. And staining was actually pretty easy. And I used to be scared to stain because I thought it was like painting. I thought I had to be a super expert. But then I watched multiple videos. I went to an actual little conference training. I was like, man, I thought I can do this. So once I did that, I advertised to my customers. And so my point is with this, if you add this service to your business, or you start specializing in something like this, you can increase your average ticket size, and you separate yourself from all the other guys, these fly-by-night guys who just go buy pressure washers. They don't actually invest time and money in their education. They're using high pressure on homes, and they say they do decks, but they're just using high pressure, splintering people's wood, ruining things, and costing the customer more money. Then they have to call a professional, right, to come and fix it, which is going to cost them even more money. So far, my advice to you guys right now: specialize and be knowledgeable. I'm always going to say those things. The next thing, what else could you specialize within the pressure washing industry? Maybe you want to specialize in graffiti removal. If it's a popular enough service, a problem around where you live. Graffiti removal can be another specialization. Another one can be roof washing. Yes, as a pressure washing business, can you offer house washing, roof washing, everything? But I mean like a headline service, like literally it's in the name, like Roof Wash Pros. I'm just saying these generic names because it's just easy to come up with, like, but you know, you can call yourself Houston Roof Wash or Charlotte Roof Wash or Charlotte Roof Restoration. Something like that, you know what I'm saying? So, and now, like, the reason why I'm also saying this is because versus just being pressure washing in blank, 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 think about Google, right? Google is about like keywords. That's what SEO is, like keywords and rankings. So if you are a company named Roof Wash Pros and someone's just pressure washing in C and someone goes to Google and looks up roof washing in the area, who do you think is going to probably rank higher? Now, if the guy who has roof washing in his name and has done proper SEO and has a Google My Business listing, has reviews and whatnot, he's probably going to rank higher because the keyword is already in the name of the business. And also, what does it say? Guy just says pressure washing, guy's name roofing, roof wash restoration or whatever. In the customer's mind, I probably think, well, I want to go with the guy who has roofing in his name because he's probably specialized in that. Versus the guy who just does roof washing, he's just another additional service. Now, these guys might do the same quality of work, but the guy who has it in the name is probably going to get the business. So those like just three different things, guys. When you think about the niche of pressure washing, you can go broad, right, and just offer everything commercial, residential, and do all the different services. But I also think it's valuable to have the headline service. And the reason why I'm saying this, another reason is, like, years ago I read a book called the 80-20 Principle, right? And this was basically like a principle saying that typically the way this math works out with pretty much anything in life, it's pretty much a ratio, and it breaks down like this. So say that you have a business and you're offering 5 different services. So you make $100K a year at those 5 different services off, you know, the business as a whole. The 80-20 principle is going to say that most likely 80% of your revenue comes from 20% of your services you offer. So if you offer, you know, 5 different services, chances are those 5 services aren't making you money equally. 80-20 principle is going to say that there's, out of those 5 services, probably 1 or 2 are making you majority of your revenue, and the other ones are just additional add-ons. So like if you're already in business right now, and you look at your numbers, you could probably find the 80-20 principles applied somewhere in your business. Maybe you offer commercial residential. Maybe 80% of your business, your revenue, comes from the commercial side of things versus the residential. And then within the services you offer, say within commercial cleaning, maybe out of all the services you offer, maybe 80% of the revenue is coming from the you doing flat work cleaning. This is just an example. Now obviously this principle isn't concrete, which means the numbers might be slightly off, but just understand kind of like the ideology, the philosophy behind those numbers in this ratios. So I just want, I wanted to just put this video out there because, like I said, guys always worry about competition and the saturation and is it dead? The truth is, guys, the answer is no. It's not dead. There's only innovation, right? So there becomes better ways to do things and better ways to separate yourself from the competition. If you do those things, you don't have to worry about, it being dead or whatever. Pressure washing has been around for a very long time. It's not one of these like, just niche businesses that are here today, gone tomorrow. There are people in the business that are here today, gone tomorrow. But it's not like a hype. This is a service that people will need because things will always get dirty. You know what I'm saying? Could automation and could AI, and robots eventually affect this industry? Sure, I'm sure they'll eventually maybe build robots and stuff that can wash your home and put us all out of business. But until then, I think that's a while from now. There's a lot of money to be made, guys, and so just every day learn how to get better at your business and get better at what you do. And I think that you won't have to worry about saturation and competition, those different factors. Hopefully this video helps. Before I end it though, for you guys who are already in the Facebook ads course, go back into the course if you haven't been in it in a while. I've actually added a couple new lessons I think are super valuable for you. They're updated for 2023, so think new strategies. They're going to help you get better conversions on your advertising. For you guys who are interested, link is below. The price is going up, so if you want to get in now before I raise the price, because in a very few short days it will be going up. So what it is right now is going to be your lowest price. For you guys, I've been getting good feedback too. I've been offering 101s for guys who are interested in learning Facebook ads, but you also want some one-on-one help. What it is, like, you get access to the full course, so you can do that on your own time. But what I do is I spend the average time about a couple hours with you on Zoom and literally walk you step by step on how to do this. I only charge $125 for it right now, but I've gotten great feedback. So the price, once again, for this will also be going up. One, because sometimes I go over 2 hours, and so the price just needs to be higher to compensate my time. But right now, if you're interested in that, it's $125. You can get it on the link below the website. For you guys who want to check out other resources for learning, I have my new ebook I wrote called, wood. That's more wood restoration, but you can't buy it separately. It's only sold with the pressure washing book because I think you need the knowledge from both books. So if you're interested in that, wood restoration, or just pressure washing in general, once again on the website you get both ebooks for only $17. What else do we have? I mean, just check out the site. I have a bunch of digital product offerings. There's a full course that walks you step by step on how to get started in the pressure washing industry and teach you everything that you need to know as a beginner. If you guys need before and after photos, there's you can go to the website, purchase photos for before and afters. If you're just getting started, you don't have any. You need to use for advertising, marketing, be my guest. But yeah, so this site, Six Figure Pressure Washing, is a resource I created a few years ago to help, pretty much literally dedicate to help new guys, and like it's just a knowledge base so you can continue to learn, because I'm a huge advocate for education. So guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out.